Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. So we're going to do a little video inside a video. We're working on a project and we decided we needed more of an impact gun. So we bought this Earthquake 1-inch impact wrench. So I've got a 3/4 impact wrench and it wasn't moving the international wheel wedges. And so I'm going to try this 1-inch one. One of the things that may be a problem, the 1-inch impact gun comes with this fitting, which is just a hose barb to slide over to go right in here. And all of my hoses, I do have a 1/2-inch air hose, but it still has these small fittings on the end of it. So that might be a pinch point. So what this would be good for, I would think, is with a piece of 1/2-inch air hose, you could make a small, like 3-foot tail or something, and then put your quick connect at the end of that. What I did was just go ahead and put a 1/2-inch by 1/4 bushing in to put my normal quick connect air hose in, because all of my hoses have these ends on them. One of the things I like about it is it's got right and left for loose, which is how we're going to use it, but then 1, 2, and 3. And I'm assuming that 3 is the most powerful that it goes. So I'm going to play around with this, because what I want to not do is strip that bolt or those wedges. So let's put an air hose in here and see what this thing sounds like. It's fairly heavy. It's aluminum body, it says, but this thing is a beefy tool, so we're going to try it out. We got it on the Inside Track Club. The regular price right now is $279. I think when we bought it, I think it was just a little bit off that, but we're going to try it out. One of the things that I've seen other reviews complain about is people don't like this throttle on it. You know, people are used to more like some kind of throttle from the inside. This you hit from the outside, and I've seen some complaints about that. But honestly, for the price, this is how this one works, and that's what we're going to use. Okay, so this air hose is just a 3/8 air hose, so it's probably not got enough volume to run this, but I just want to hear how it sounded. It sounds like it's got some beef to it. So that's loosening on 1. There's 2 and 3. Okay, so that ought to move something. Let's go try it out on the tractor. Okay, so the problem that I've got is I've got a 1/2-inch socket, and I'm going to try and spin it with a 1-inch impact gun. So I've got my 1-inch to 3/4 adapter with a 3/4 to 1/2 adapter, and then I've got my extension going to my impact socket. So I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to use this on loosening 1 and see if it moves anywhere. Of course, the nice thing is we've had our PB Blaster soaking for a while now, so we'll see what we got. Let's go forward a little bit. Okay, let's try loosening on 2. Try tightening on 2. Okay, so it tightened a little bit. Try loosening on 2 again. Okay, and what I'm afraid of is that one of these extensions is going to explode. Okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, that's one reason for the review. I don't like that thing as I put it on there. I hit it. Okay, let's tighten it a little bit. Okay, we'll let the air pressure build up. Okay, so I'm sure I just figured out why this trigger gets a little bit of hate online. I was trying to shove this in to get it on, and because this is also the handle, I went ahead and hit the throttle on it when I didn't intend to. I was just trying to shove it in there. So that's something you have to be watching for. And like I said, I've seen a lot of hate online about this position of this throttle, and I'm sure that's why. So nothing I can't work around though, that's for sure. I didn't talk about was I did put oil in this when I put these fittings on. So the air compressor all the way built up. I'm going to try it without that. Whoop, and yeah, it's not going to fit. The axle's a little too deep, so I'm going to need some amount of extension anyway, so I might as well just use the long one. Okay, we're in. We're on reverse 3. Woo. Okay, and what I'm trying to do for the Harbor Freight review is those wheel wedges hold this wheel on, and so you have to loosen them up, which drives one of the wedges out. And it's a pretty tough thing. They said it's torqued to 400 pounds, and this has probably been like this for over 20 years. Okay, so I had a long 1/2 inch along with a bunch of other fittings here, and I got worried that maybe I was losing some efficiency from this extension. So I put on a short 3/4 extension and then my adapter to 1/2 inch. So we'll see if we get any more power out of that. Let's see, and we're on reverse. I'm gonna go ahead and go to 3. Are you in there where you can see no shadows?
There you go.
Look at that. And that popped it right out. So that's only one side, unfortunately, but for the Harbor Freight Central Pneumatic Earthquake 1-inch impact gun, I've messed with this all day with a 3/4 impact gun. Went and got this one, and it did the job in about 5 minutes. So I'd say, oh. Okay, so I would say that this tool is well worth the money. I don't like this trigger. I've accidentally grabbed it more than once, and also one time I just sat it down on the trigger and it came on. So don't care for that trigger, and that's what everybody else that I've ever seen talk about these says. But the tool itself, it works. All right, that's going to do it for our review of this Earthquake 1-inch aluminum air impact wrench. And it supposedly has 2,500 foot-pounds of torque. I know that that bolt that we just got loose, they recommend to tighten it to 400. And I don't know how long ago that was done. I'm going to guess probably 20 years ago. But that this air impact wrench, I've struggled all day with that bolt, and this took it out in about 5 minutes. What I do recommend is, so I bought a pack of 1-inch impact sockets, but that bolt out there that we're using, that socket is a 22 millimeter 1/2 inch drive socket. So they have these adapters all the time, and then there's my short 3/4 extension. But these adapters, pick you up a set of those as well. You're probably going to need them. And the other thing is, try to eliminate as many connections as you can to get the most efficiency out of this. I could not get that bolt loose when I had a 1/2 inch long extension in there. I got rid of it by using this 3/4 short extension, and literally next time I hit it, which it did soak in PB Blaster for a little bit, but it zipped right off there. So I'm gonna continue working on that tractor, but that does it for this review, and we have to give it a thumbs up. If you like the video, we'd appreciate a thumbs up, and think about subscribing. Have a great day and be safe.